Welcome to the Construction Academy. Our Basic Construction 101 introductory video series has been designed for newcomers to the construction industry and those with less than 6 months of hands-on experience. The series features 4 key modules: preparing for interviews, getting ready for your first day, reading blueprints and specifications, learning about submittals and requests for information. This video provides a comprehensive overview of the resume and interview process, helping new applicants understand how these two elements work together. The video explains how a resume can set the foundation for a successful interview and reviews how employers use your resume to guide their questions and evaluate your potential. The video also walks viewers through the importance of researching companies before applying, what to look for, why it matters, and how preparation can significantly improve your confidence and performance during the interview. This module, Basic Construction 101 Interviews and Resumes, covers 5 core areas: writing resumes, researching companies, utilizing life skills, interview preparation, resume interview relationship. Through guided instruction and practical examples, individuals will gain the tools and confidence needed to present themselves professionally, evaluate workplace fit, and succeed throughout the hiring process. Resume. A strong resume plays a crucial role in the interview process. Whether you're new to the construction industry or have years of experience, having a resume is essential. A well-crafted resume helps you communicate with potential employers and distinguish yourself from other applicants. There are plenty of online tools available to help you create a resume. You don't need anything complicated, just a clean, easy-to-follow document with a structure that effectively communicates your background. The goal is to present yourself as someone with skills that are worth an interview. Take your time when putting your resume together. Make sure it is accurate and contains only information you can confidently speak about during an interview. Aim for a smooth, logical flow. Avoid overly complicated words or phrases. Let your skills be the focus. Your resume should stand out because of your abilities. A good rule of thumb is to keep your resume to no more than 2 pages. Anything longer becomes overwhelming for the reader and often signals that information is being overstated. Each section should use clear, concise bullet points that highlight your skills, character, and accomplishments while naturally inviting questions during the interview. Make the document easy to read and understand. This benefits both you and the interviewer. Remember that your resume, along with any application you've completed, will be used as a reference for talking points during the interview. Interviews can feel awkward or intimidating, and that's completely normal. In reality, an interview is simply a conversation with strangers who are trying to understand your background and the value you can bring to their company, based largely on what you've written in your resume. This is one of the most important reasons for a resume. If you have put in the time to organize and build your resume, then you should be able to handle the interview. After all, you should already know the answer to most of the questions. In many ways, preparing your resume is the first step in preparing for the interview itself. Life skills. Life skills are abilities you have developed through everyday experiences and not from a job or formal training that teaches you how to think, communicate, or solve problems. Employers in construction value these skills because they reveal reliability, work ethic, and readiness to learn, even if you have never been on a job site before. The following examples can help you identify strengths to include on your resume and discuss confidently during interviews. General home repair shows comfort with tools, materials, and hands-on problem solving. Whether you have fixed a fence, painted a room, or helped with basic repairs, These experiences demonstrate practical ability and a willingness to learn by doing. This ability transfers directly to construction work. Communication skills. Listening, asking questions, and explaining problems clearly help prevent mistakes and keep the job running smoothly. Employers look for applicants who can work well with others, speak up when something is unclear, and contribute to a safe, coordinated crew environment. General vehicle repair reflects mechanical aptitude, patience, and the ability to troubleshoot. Working on your own vehicle or helping others with repairs shows familiarity with tools and equipment, which is valuable for tasks involving power tools, small engines, and job site machinery. Math, writing, and research skills. Demonstrate attention to detail and the ability to understand instructions. These support tasks such as taking accurate measurements, reading plans, and following safety procedures. Even basic math and writing experience from or personal projects can be valuable to highlight. Computer and software skills are increasingly important in modern construction. Many companies use digital plans, online training systems, and cloud-based document storage. Experience with programs like Word, Excel, email platforms, or online learning tools shows that you can adapt to the technology used on today's job sites. Punctuality and reliability are two of the strongest indicators of success in the trades. Showing up on time, every day, demonstrates commitment, respect for the crew, and an understanding of how delays affect the entire project. These traits are often more important than technical experience for new hires. When preparing your resume or interview answers, think about where you've used these skills in your everyday life. Be ready to give simple, honest examples that show how you've solved problems, worked with others, or taken responsibility. These real-world experiences help employers see your potential and understand how you'll contribute to their crew from day one. Researching potential employers. When you apply to a company, it's important to learn a few key things about them before you submit your application. Your goal with a first job in construction is to stay long enough to build real experience. 3 to 5 years is a solid benchmark. That amount of time gives you meaningful exposure to the industry, helps you develop reliable skills, and makes you far more appealing to future employers if you decide to move on. To make that possible, you need to understand the company you're joining. Start by looking at the size of the organization and whether it's a large national company or a smaller local one. Each type offers different advantages, and knowing which environment you're stepping into helps you prepare. It's also helpful to find out what benefits they offer. Information about vacation, sick leave, health insurance, and similar support programs can give you a clearer picture of how the company treats its employees. If you can't find everything, that's fine, but the more you know ahead of time, the more confident you'll be in the interview. Try to understand the company's main focus in construction. Some specialize in residential work, others in commercial or industrial projects. Knowing this helps you decide whether their work aligns with the skills you want to build. It's also useful to get a sense of how much work they have lined up for the coming year. A company with steady projects provides stability and better learning opportunities. Some details, like payday schedules, direct deposit, or the number of paid holidays, may be harder to find online. These are perfectly reasonable questions to ask during the interview if you can't locate the information beforehand. The important thing is to walk into the interview with as much knowledge as possible. Employers notice when a candidate has done their homework, and it shows that you're serious, prepared, and thinking long term. Within the construction industry, there are 3 main categories of buildings and structures: residential, commercial, industrial. No matter what trade you're in, There are clear differences between working in residential, commercial, and industrial construction. Residential projects, such as houses, small stores, or standalone retail spaces, usually require simpler skill sets and have shorter job durations. Commercial and industrial projects, such as hospitals, factories, or chemical processing plants, tend to be more complex, run for much longer, and demand more specialized skills. These differences affect pay scales, job stability, and how long you might stay on a single project. Experience in one area doesn't automatically transfer to another. Moving from residential to commercial or industrial work often requires a significant adjustment period that can take months or even years. That's why it's important to understand the types of projects a company focuses on before you apply. This knowledge gives you strong talking points in an interview, and many employers appreciate candidates who show interest in their core specialties. Companies that handle large, complex projects are often more invested in employee development and may offer company-sponsored training programs, sometimes at little or no cost. These opportunities are an excellent way to build your skills and advance your career. Interviewing. Interviewing for a new career, especially one you've never worked in, can feel intimidating. Solid preparation will make all the difference. You don't need to be an expert in the trade you're applying for. What matters is being prepared. Start by researching the industry so you understand the basics and can identify key aspects of the work. Use what you learn to create simple, thoughtful questions to ask during the interview. These questions don't need to be complicated. Clear and straightforward topics are the best, just like your resume. Speak plainly, avoid long explanations, and focus on communicating your thoughts with confidence and clarity. Know who will be interviewing you. When scheduling the interview, ask for the names of the individuals you'll be meeting with. Research them online to see if you share any common ground that can be used to build rapport. If you find positive, professional information, such as military service, sports involvement, or community work, you can use those shared experiences to create natural conversation. People appreciate it when others take interest in their accomplishments. What to wear? There's no need to dress fancy for a construction interview. A collared shirt and semi-dress pants are perfectly acceptable. Even new blue jeans are fine. In fact, most interviewers in the construction industry will be dressed the same way. Blue jeans and a polo shirt are common. Avoid shirts with names or logos unless they benefit you. Simply put, dress neatly, like you were going to church with your grandparents. Make sure you fully understand everything on your resume and application. Learn as much as you can about the company before you walk in. Have your questions prepared ahead of time. And remember, everyone in that room has been in your position before. Take a breath, stay relaxed, and let your preparation guide you.